Welcome back to the Jocular Spectalkular, the show where we jocularly talk about spectacular things spectacularly. I am your host, Three Weisman, here with
I'm Gould Weisman.
of the Three Weisman.
Got the Three Weisman in the house.
Yeah,
I
so
like how you have the name Talk.
yeah.
Jocular
Spectacular.
That's nice.
Well, I going through my old laptop and the music files, I found out that I think I'm ripping off MGMT with
Oh
with
yeah,
the Oracular Spectacular. I think that
yeah.
seeped its way into my brain.
Oh, that's a
but-
pretty good album.
So we're here continuing our conversations about Star Wars. Do you consider yourself a starhead?
You know, I was having a
Trek
conversation
fans
with
call themselves?
a few folks recently about this, with somebody who I do consider to be a starhead. He's like nuts. He's got tattoos of Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
And this one girl was like, "Oh yeah, I really love Star Wars too." And I was like, "No. I
You don't know.
breathed, and ate Star Wars for like 10 years of my life. That's it. I wrote, fan fiction, my little cartoons.
Yeah.
I had elaborate wars with the toys. And I don't even consider myself a starhead. No. Because there's a next level. I don't
Yeah.
think people understand how much people are obsessed with Star Wars when you're not already pretty obsessed with it. So I love it, and
See, I never really figured you for a starhead. I
Yeah,
mean, we've known
exactly,
each other
right?
our whole lives,
Well,
pretty much, but we've never
yeah.
talked about Star Wars, really.
because I was kind of a private starhead, I guess. I have my own. I still remember a lot of my like little stories with the toys. They had great toys.
Oh yeah, like whenever.
That's what did it for me, really.
Oh, same here. Whenever I go back to my parents' house,
Yeah, I know, right?
I grab my toys and bring at least one of them back here with me. I forgot to set up. We're playing Sky Rogue right now. It's a Ace Combat like rogue like light, and the main reason I bought it is because you could download mods where you could play as an X-wing, a TIE fighter, an A-wing, a Y-wing. And I
Oh,
just
so the
want
game
to-
isn't
No, it's not Star Wars.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I just downloaded mods where I could play as Star Wars.
That's neat. Because otherwise, this is kind of a Minecrafty
It's got a look.
inspired.
It plays nothing
looking
like.
thing, huh? Yeah, I know,
But it keeps getting that comparison to Minecraft, and
Well,
you're not
'cause-
building anything.
right. But
it's
it
just-
obviously is inspired by the look.
Yeah. Also,
Um,
this look is just easy to make when it's just 3 people working on it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Yes.
flying around. I just. Did you ever play Rogue Squadron?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course,
Okay.
of course.
I didn't have an N64. I always wanted to play that, and
In
this
fact,
is.
some of my Toy Stories
Wait,
were loosely based on stories in that game. That was a really good game.
I just remembered. I think it was around when we were in college, and you gave me a bunch of Rogue Squadron comic books that you found lying around your house.
Was that me?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I still have those too.
Huh.
Okay, so what?
We love. That's what happens when your co-host doesn't believe what you're saying. I'm not gonna argue with you on the air, but
I mean,
think you're
no,
wrong.
I'm very positive because I would not have. Because at that stage in my life was when I started hating Star Wars. Because I loved Star Wars as a kid. And
Yeah.
You become not a kid and you realize like, those movies, the stories aren't that good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of better things out there, but Episode 7. How do you feel about Episode 7? Right? Is it? Because Episode 7, that first teaser trailer that came out, kind of rekindled those feelings I had as a kid loving Star Wars.
I think they will do as much as they can to rekindle those feelings, but I don't think I'm gonna love it. I'll like it, and I'll really enjoy the spectacle and the going to the movies and everything. That'll be a blast. But they diverted so far from the original, like, the myth of Star Wars was pretty much just exactly religion.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they became conscious of that, like, oh, the Christians are using this as like a parable for themselves.
Wait,
Like,
what?
let's kind of fix that. Like having, like, your trust in the Force is just like trusting in Jesus or a higher power or anything.
Yeah.
I think they became
That's
aware
not
of that.
necessarily Christian.
Right? No,
It's
definitely
higher
not.
power.
But in America, that's the predominant way that it's being perceived. I don't know. I think that kind of distracted. That they like Star Wars became self-aware in those new 3 ones.
There's just so much politics. And just not.
Yeah, that's what they tried to get away from just the mystical story and tried to make it like more real.
Where they have the scientific explanation for the Force and stuff.
Like, I'm fine with this, like, the Force is this religion that when you believe in it, you can do amazing things. Like, that's good. That's a good story. Keep it.
It was originally about, like, this young guy going on a journey, you know, the simple... As Pete Holmes always talks about, Joseph Campbell, the hero's journey.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which is always a very religious parable. There's always a hero who's kind of, like, good and bad in certain ways. And that was the journey, was whether or not Luke could have the good beat out the bad.
And he did.
And it's a perfect story. I don't know why they tried to make it more like subplots and things that put it more in like our Earth realm almost with the politics. Like
and like the
pod racing, that's a very Earth thing.
People race. People love racing. I love racing. I love movies that have racing in it.
The pod racing was dumb. That was no good.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it. The thing is, The Phantom Menace is probably the coolest movie subtitle you could ever have. And they botched it on the worst of those movies.
Hey, that subtitle is way too cool for that series.
Yeah,
that's a flaw.
That's so cool.
Like, they got distracted by that, too. The best of the first three, for me, is definitely the third.
Yeah,
I like that.
Easily.
I actually like
Easily.
that one.
Me too.
I don't think the new one's going to be like that.
I mean, the acting is still terrible, but...
It was pretty dark and, like... I don't know. It didn't have a ton of gimmicks. I know Yoda sword fights and everything. Ooh.
Always gimmicky.
Sword fight. Probably shouldn't say that. But it didn't have, like, needless Boba Fett endorsements.
Oh my god, yeah.
The second one was just like a Boba Fett commercial. Like, no, the reason people liked Boba Fett is because he was not a character.
He was mysterious, and you didn't have anything going on.
He had a cool helmet.
Exactly. That's
and a weird shit. That's all you knew.
I hate Boba Fett. I hate Boba Fett.
No, you know what? You liked Boba Fett when it was the mystery.
Yeah, but now that everybody loves
cool
Boba Fett,
toys, right? He had the coolest toys.
He had the jetpack.
Slave One.
Yeah.
That weird ship. That was a weird ship.
Everybody loves him, and for no reason. He gets killed with, like... I don't remember if I talked about this in one of the previous episodes, but he gets killed with the Three Stooges bit. Like, Boba Fett, where? And they have that...
When they turn around on accident with this 2x4.
Yeah.
But also, people made up folklore after that he survives because of his armor, right?
Yeah, well, that's like there's the expanded universe and stuff.
But that's bullshit. That's in response to how popular he was. Mm-hmm. No one had to add stories about the green guy.
And also, Greedo?
No, but yes, he's one of the green guys.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the lizard, the bounty hunter that was just a lizard.
Bosk.
Yeah, he's just a lizard.
Bosk is cool, man.
How is he a bounty hunter? That dude is just a lizard.
He's a lizard.
Does he speak?
And he's also like the only lizard guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, we got Dengar and Bandages, IG-88's the robot guy.
Yeah, I don't know how he is a self-aware bounty hunter either, though.
Droids are weird.
Yeah.
Because they're weird robots and they're subservient, but they also have personalities and some sort of sentience.
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
Especially that one. He's the most sense.
Yeah, you did that awesome Immelman I did?
Yeah. Oh, you land? Whoa.
Yeah, you land on a floating carrier.
In the real... That's not a Star Wars mod, is it?
No, the carrier's always there.
Okay,
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Let's check out other ships.
You got the snow speeder over there?
No, I have to wait for it. Someone's probably gonna make the snow speeder sometime.
What is the one to the right? That's just like
a
F-15?
regular planes. Okay. Yeah,
I like A-Wing. What was your favorite ship?
A-Wing.
Yeah, me too.
And the TIE.
It's like a sexy looking car.
Well, the other, I hate the designs of I hate the X-Wing, really.
Yeah, me too. Totally.
Why do you have those big ass wings in space?
And the fact that it opens so that it is an X-Wing.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
You can fire those 4 lasers without expanding your wings.
And there'd probably you have the option to shoot 2 at once. More power. It is cool though that to shoot the missiles you have to open.
Well, no, the missile bays are like in the nose part.
Oh, so okay, but in maybe in the toy universe or in Rogue Squadron, you have to open, like, to shoot missiles. They come out from inside the wings.
What?
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have made that up in my toy universe.
Yeah, no,
But
that's...
it's cool.
It makes sense.
It's
I
cool.
like it.
That's
I like
cooler.
It,
Yeah, that's way cooler than how it usually is. This A-Wing is kind of skinny, isn't it?
Well, the A-Wings are... They're taut. They're nice and
Yeah,
taut.
but I think he should have a little bit more...
Well, the X-Wing's weird because
sides.
it's closer to the camera than, like, the other fighter
yeah,
pilot stuff.
Yeah,
Where it gets claustrophobic.
yeah.
Where, like, normally when you slow down, your ship will get closer to the camera.
Okay. A-Wing is I like the colors, too. That nice
just,
burgundy.
Yeah. It's so fast and sexy and sleek.
I didn't know until very late that the Y-Wing was so big.
Oh, it's huge. It's a bomber.
Because it's as a toy, it was the same size,
Yeah.
maybe even a little smaller, actually.
Oh, yeah, it's like a little bigger. It's got a little
I
more
kind of like
armor,
Y-Wings,
it's
though.
chunkier.
With
I don't
their-
like
They're
the
like
Y-Wing.
nuclear reactors on each side.
Ugh, I do not like the Y-Wing.
What about... It's better than the B-Wing. The B-Wing is
I love the B-Wing.
The B-Wing
I
sucks.
love the B-Wing.
You don't like that the X-Wing opens and you're okay with the B-Wing?
The
All
B-Wing's
that
like
thing
it's
does
a
is open.
silly little like fucking
foot?
wing
The
revolves
foot?
around the cockpit.
That's ridiculous.
It's cool. I like it.
I'm not okay with that one. Y-Wing could kick a B-Wing's ass.
No way.
Just
man.
based on design.
The rebels, they phase out the Y-wing. How many Y-wings do you see in the battle on
In the
Endor?
lab.
They're
How
just
many-
B-wings, man.
Oh yeah.
B-wings, A-wings.
I thought that's
X-wings.
because they had nothing left.
No, it's because the Y-wings were old as shit, dude.
Oh, so it's like the opposite. Okay, well, wait a second. That probably means that Y-Wings are better. Because isn't, like, the best fighter jet that they have that Naboo piece of shit?
No, it's not.
That's
the game,
faster.
Maybe in
They would
Rogue
say how, like,
Squadron, 'cause
fast
they had
that was.
the,
But isn't the folklore that back then the rebels were more well equipped? Because they weren't. Oh, too hard.
Failed to win.
Because they weren't as like whatever you call it, bombard. What is that word?
I don't know.
When you can't send something from one place to another, like we did to Cuba.
Bombard?
What? All right, the listeners know what I'm talking about.
I don't think they do.
They do. It's like quarantine, but with economics.
Oh, embargo.
Embargo. Yeah.
Embargo.
Yeah. So, because the later it gets, the less resources they have for fighter jets and everything, because they are more fiercely embargoed.
Yeah, they have no.
So the Naboo speeder, they ran out of them, but that was like the best jet, the best fighter jet that they had.
That was one of the points that Lucas tried to make with the series, is that everything is shinier and
In the
looks
beginning,
newer
yeah,
in the beginning,
exactly.
And
Because
then after,
X-Wings and A-Wings look
they look like
real
turd
retro.
boxes.
Yeah. They
that
look like they were
people
made in
whip
like
together.
the 70s.
I know.
Naboo looks like it's a 90s or maybe even 2000.
See, this is the money. Even though I hate the design of the TIE Fighter, I love flying as a TIE Fighter.
Flying a reverse
Oh yeah.
airplane.
I feel
exactly wrong.
I like being a bad guy.
I like
being
TIE
a bad
Interceptors. Those are
Those
pretty
are
sweet.
awesome.
Those are cool.
That's my favorite toy that I have.
You know, as a lonely child, one of my favorite things in Star Wars was like the TIE Bomber.
Yeah,
You got a little guy with you?
Yeah.
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 Or what's the Cloud City Cruiser?
Oh, I
the
hate
double
that thing.
steering wheel thing. It makes
I
no
hate
sense.
that.
But you got a little friend.
Oh,
I like that
no,
guy.
I don't like that.
I like
it.
In the TIE Bomber, there's no one in the pod next to you, right? That's like the reactor for the bombs.
Yeah, that's where
But
the
I like to think that there's a little guy in there, like
pushing the buttons.
Shoot,
That's
pushing
insane.
the bombs
You
out.
probably have an astromech droid doing stuff.
Well, probably, but you could also fit a little friend. Talk on the radio to each other. Hey.
Your friend being in there and astromech droid being in there aren't mutually exclusive.
That's true. That's true.
The droid
I would
can't
just
be-
worry about my friend getting sick from all of the green poison that those bombs are made out of. Because that's just a sphere of lasers, right?
I think they're ion charges.
That's not even. I don't know what that is. So it rips the atomic structure out of things. That's how it kills things.
Well, like TIEs are usually equipped with ion missiles or whatever, and photon torpedoes are what X-Wings are. So I don't know what kind of different technology is going into there.
Yeah.
Yeah, flying around as a TIE fighter, shooting rebel scum.
I like the like carbon fiber sort of sides of TIE interceptors and fighters and bombers. Like the mesh look, that's pretty cool.
I do like that. It's just it's so boxy looking from the side. It's a wide profile.
Well, and I mean, it makes more sense that it could fly on its side than vertical. This thing will not fly very well.
No, I mean
in a
the wings are completely
environment.
superfluous.
Right.
Too.
You're not gonna do a move. It's kind of TIE fighters are kind of claustrophobic too. I never realized.
It's just
a
little
just
pod,
in a ball,
and you're just surrounded by the engines.
Yeah,
and there's nothing else to it.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
I like how tight it is, man. And like that's why I like the A-wing, just so compact.
Yeah, A-wing definitely.
Compact and efficient in design.
A-wing looks more home. Familiar. It looks like an airplane.
Oh, it's not as alien.
Yeah.
Design.
And even the colors kind of make it a little bit more familiar. How high is the atmosphere in this game?
I don't know. I haven't tried.
That's like the first thing I try when I fly in a game.
See how far you can
go.
How
high will they let me go? And I'm always thrilled that like it's a little higher than that last game, specifically with Grand Theft Auto games. Is what I'm thinking of.
Just seeing how high. So GTA 6, you're gonna be going in the stratosphere.
I hope so. I hope they make a little rocket ship. What just happened?
Mid-air collision. Mid-air collision.
With the enemy, right?
Yeah.
Or do you have any allies flying around?
No.
Okay.
It's very lonely.
Yeah, it's lonely.
Pilot. That's why the Empire lost. Because they were just very lonely people.
Well, yeah. In a lot of ways. I do think that's right. Because they don't, not believing in the Force, too, you don't get to talk to your dead friends.
Yeah.
And, I mean, like, you don't have any, what were they fighting for?
The Empire?
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
they didn't really have, like, a reason to be on that team. It was like they were drafted, here I am. That's lonely itself. You don't have a lot in common with Darth.
Other than, like, a bunch of, I imagine it's like the U.S. military where it's a bunch of poor kids who are like, there's nothing else to do, and I guess there's a chance for adventure going to see the galaxy.
I mean, yeah, I agree with that sentiment, but I also think that they at least have America. Like, that's different from the Empire. I don't think the Empire
You're not getting a lot of benefits.
Did they have a culture, or I don't know, anything?
Well, the Empire was very anti-alien. It was all pro-human. They were very racist.
I didn't really pick up on that. But
we get more of that in the other stuff.
Well, how they were down with Jabba though? That dude is like the most alien.
Well, no, they sometimes visit
him because
Jabba is a crime lord and he operates outside of the Empire, but he needs to get things done in the Outer Rim.
That's interesting.
Because the Empire didn't have control of the entire galaxy.
Because Jabba,
they also didn't have the resources to control the entire galaxy. That's why they made the Death Star to have. They had a thing called the Doctrine of Fear, where you have amass powerful military might and just have the people be afraid of you and submit because we don't have the forces to try and subjugate everybody. So let's just try and make it a super weapon to scare people into obeying us.
Yeah, like terrorists. Jabba is the most alien place we ever see, right? Like he kept very little human company.
Yeah.
Or any, right?
Dagobah's not getting enough. Alright. That's it, everybody. That's it for our Star Wars stuff.